to the Girlspring Women in the Arts podcast. This project is made possible by the Alabama State Council on the Arts and is a partnership between the Birmingham-based teen girls empowerment platform, Girlspring, and C. Jane Wright, a website and community for women who write. This podcast gives the young women of Girlspring the opportunity to interview women from a wide range of arts fields, including literature, theater, dance, visual arts, and fashion. In this episode, Girlspring Springboarder Lila Butler interviews Eileen Kunzman, founder and director of the Magic City Art Connection, one of Birmingham's most beloved community arts events. Let's tune in.
Hello everyone, my name is Lila Butler and I am so honored and excited to be interviewing Miss Eileen. Are you ready to jump into the question?
Hi, Lila, back at you. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready. Go ahead.
Okay.
This is a long time now that we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, let's warm up. What prompted you to start the Magic City Art Connection?
Because there wasn't anything like it in downtown Birmingham.
Yeah.
I moved here from Pittsburgh and I would go to Three Rivers Arts Festival. And when I came here, I was expecting to do the same, not. So at that point, I'll let you know further how that progressed, but that's why this happened. It wasn't here.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think that gap is really important. What inspired you to start the Moss Rock Festival?
Oh, gosh. Over the course of all these years, it's really 44 years, I've been in the business and the opportunity to look around and understand when somebody wants a community event, it needs to be their own. So when we looked at Moss Rock, looked at Hoover, looked at the community where they wanted to place Moss Rock Festival, I saw sidewalks, I saw preserved land, I saw trees. And so we came back to them and said, this is going to be about nature, smart living, art plus design. And that's how we formulated that festival, separate from Magic City, which was about create, imagine, educate, collect. A little more, the word sophisticated comes to mind, but not really. It was just another point of view. And the two have been great. And in between, there have been others, but these two have a longevity.
Right, that was really beautifully said. Okay, so what has changed about both of those events and arts festivals in general since COVID?
COVID. I don't even like to say the word.
It was terrible.
However, it forces you into another plane. And so because of being put in that other plane for Magic City Art Connection, we ended up doing the festival online because people couldn't physically come out to the festival.
Right.
So guess what? You had to learn all that tech, didn't you? So I'm not alone. Of course, I have others who are grand. And we did it. We pulled it off. We did that festival online. For Moss Rock, we end up doing a combination then, and we called it Moss Magic. And it was at that point that we brought all the artists who could from Magic City and all those from Moss Rock together. And that's how we handled COVID. Since COVID, Magic City Art Connection had to change location. So we left our home base of Lynn Park in downtown Birmingham, across from the museum, between City Hall and Jefferson County, right at the foot of the city, the core of the city. But we could never get the mass separation of people happening in Lynn Park. We would have had to have 100 of the Altamont School population there directing traffic. So we went to Sloss. And it was a beautiful transition. We've been there 5 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. But so COVID mixed things up. Sounds
like it worked out a little bit.
But it worked out, it gave you an incentive to think in new ways.
Yeah, 100%. So it seems like, from what I know, there's a lot of opportunity for art education within the festivals. So why do you think it's so important for children to be involved in the arts and to educate them about that?
Do you want a future? There
Right.
you go.
That's all
Those
you gotta
babies,
say.
They're mine. I call them babies. That's so bad, but they're all my babies. I came out of teaching children. So I taught 1st through 8th graders art, music, laugh, poetry, creative writing, movement, a little bit of theater. But when I left teaching to start the festival, one of the cornerstones of it was going to be children and arts education.
Right.
And so we launched into that big time. And so in the interim, or not in the interim, in the end, you have this juxtaposition of adults who think the arts are important and the children who are watching that, our high school volunteers who are coming to work with children who just goo goo gaga look at them, and they're getting an opportunity to interact and teach. So I can go into that in more detail, what we do, if you'd like to hear. But everything that we do is a collaboration of thought, of energy, of artistic creation,
Yeah.
and making it an important thing in the community. It's just very important.
Yeah.
So I have all kind of titles. We do special exhibitions. We did university professors, celebrated women artists, within reach, Black artist exhibition, Alabama artists. This year we collaborate a lot in the cultural community. So we brought in, and not NPR, that would have been good too. We brought in APT, and they have a program called Monograph. And Monograph has been doing what we're doing here with film, with almost 70 Alabama artists. And so we had a real big collaboration with them this year. So we collaborate with the symphony, with Sidewalk, with Create Birmingham, with the museum, Girlspring. Seriously, it's the most pleasurable way to do things. It truly is. And so from there, we do things with students that elevate their professionalism as a student. And we give them really interesting topics for discovery and for large sculpture installations. And they have been mind-blowing. They are stunning. And we do that every year. We've also, of course, I think we brought in somewhere in the neighborhood of 75,000 children to the festival over 42 years, third and fourth graders, who were then helped with high school students. And so we bring them in to do things like stitching stories or colorful glass or textile circles or cyanotypes. I mean, we give them out of the classroom experiences, and they work small and they work large. And this year we had a progressive color project, and we told the kids to find shoe boxes. They got their shoe boxes, they were given a certain color, and they were told to find an object of importance to them and to embed that in the box. And then we installed 800 boxes on the fence. And I'll have to send you a movie of this.
I'm so
It
here
was
for it. Yeah.
it was amazing.
That's
So
awesome.
for children to see how this one thing becomes part of a bigger project that
Right.
a lot of people see. Yummy.
That's so awesome. Yeah, that's a great opportunity too. And I think it's so interesting how Birmingham specifically has so many different types of people. And so it just everybody coming together under this common goal. That's just really beautiful.
Thank you. I like it too.
Can you describe a moment where you saw the festival make a meaningful impact on someone, or maybe a memory that you have?
It's so huge. Memories can be a teeny tiny moment with a child, and that look on their face,
Yeah.
to an interaction with a visitor saying, look what I got. Oh my gosh. An artist on the other hand saying, I've never sold this much art ever. So
Yeah.
they're all little moments,
But they add up.
and they
Mhm.
make this beautiful piece, this tapestry of what it means to be in the community doing something like this. I am so lucky.
Yeah,
I am so lucky. Yeah.
that's so awesome. Wow. Okay. So you have navigated Magic City Art Connection for a long time. How has your personal relationship with the event evolved, and what is something that it taught you?
Oh, we won't go there. No, just joking. It just brings pure joy. And it's taught me that nothing is wrong. No matter what happens, so what? It rains, big deal. It'll dry up, the sun will come out, type of thing. So all of these years, it has just taught me that there are tremendous opportunities. There are interesting things to see, that there are great people who say yes. And so it gives
Yeah.
me the chills all the time.
Yeah, and
All the
that's
time.
so beautifully said.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Anyway. Okay, so how do you approach creating an experience, not like just selecting artists, but like curating an environment where people can collaborate in that way?
We turn it back on them. Give them an idea. It's an idea. And we say, play with this idea. And I can't wait every single year when we do that to see the results. So that's how we collaborate. We look and see what moves us, what engages us. And then we go, oh, that's going to be so good. For example, I saw an exhibition of sculptures around lightning. We went and took that idea and handed it over to high schools. And you should have seen the results. So it's just that thing. Just saying, you tell me, I'm not going to tell you. You show me, I'm not going to show you. I'll give you some ideas, but build on it.
Yeah, listening.
Yes,
That's really
yes,
important.
yeah.
Okay, so what is a trait or a pattern that you notice in people who thrive in the long run, like in art or just as people? You've just worked with so many artists and people. I just wonder.
Love,
Yeah.
dedication, following your dream, traveling, finding inspiration, doing it. Most artists that I know, they practice. Their practice is continual. They don't let up. And the women's exhibition I did, these were all women that I had known for 40 years. We all met way back when through UAB. They were practicing, they were making art, showing art, selling art, loving art. And so, I mean, if you love it, it's not an issue.
Yeah.
It isn't.
That's awesome. Thank you. So looking back, are there any elements of either festival that have surprised you or like where the outcome was different from what you imagined, good or bad?
I don't know. No, because I'm built a certain way and I have expectations and we hammer away and go for what we want. We don't give up. And so in the end, when it is expressed, it's great. It's great because things just kind of go where they belong and are what they belong. And so I'm honestly never disappointed. I might be disappointed that I didn't have enough waters. I don't know. It's silly things like that. And it's really not a disappointment. It's just like, oh, I should have known that type of moment. But other than that,
yeah,
that's pretty great.
What advice do you have for young artists wanting to make their mark? I know you've already shared some traits that you might see.
That's okay. I would say, of course, from my last remark, just do it.
Right.
Don't hesitate. Don't be afraid. Look for a group that kind of loves what you love. So associate with people, go to museums, travel, have fun.
Right. That's a big one.
I mean, have
people
fun.
Serious.
Please. And but if you just keep doing it, but you keep yourself open, then I feel they're going to be just fine. They're just going to be fine. But there's all kinds of ways. Might want to learn how to write a grant, for example. You may want to go off to I have a young artist who's just gone off to, anyway, to a situation where she's making art for a month and she wrote a grant for it. And now she's meeting a whole new group of people. She's in a whole different spot. And so trying to find and meeting new artists and traveling, doing shows like Magic City is a great professional boost because you are meeting artists from other cities. They're telling you what's going on. They're inviting you to do this or that. So staying connected is another huge, I think, boost for anyone's career.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, this is our last question. What advice do you wish that you could give your 15-year-old self?
I am my 15-year-old self. Seriously.
That's awesome too.
Seriously. When I was 15, this is what I was like. So I kind of like this, and I was always getting people to do things and I was always involved in the arts. I was always having fun, but I was always working and thinking in the future a little bit. Yeah, I am my 15-year-old self, just 78 now.
And that's so admirable,
Exactly.
Okay, well, thank you so much. It's been
Oh,
so much
more,
fun.
thank you. What a treat. This is really a pleasure.
Yeah, totally. Right back at you. So.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.